Hello, my friends, and welcome to Kitsune Readings, where your questions find answers. Hello, all. Mr. Fox here. Just opened a new tarot deck. This is the traditional Manga tarot, made in Italy. The tarot will sometimes come, well, they come with these two promo cards, always. And, I generally just keep these on the front. Same art that's on the front of the box. Made in Italy, really nice tarot deck. The art is really good. They also come with this instruction booklet that will tell you what the cards mean and sometimes give you sample spreads and things like that. Spreads you can do yourself. Now, I don't think this art is manga per se, though it is very similar. There's the Fool. Go through these in order. There's the Magician. The art is very, very good. I like it. I recognize some of the symbology here, but the High Priestess, and by the symbology I mean I see this in an anime, these symbols particularly, but this is really, really good. That's the High Priestess. So there are 78 cards in a tarot deck when you buy one, so if all 78 are there, then you have a complete deck. There's the Empress. It's really nice. The Emperor. Right, and the next card is the Hierophant. And then the card after that should be the Lovers, which is card number 6 of the Major Arcana. See, there's the Lovers. As you can see, the art is really, really good. I really like this deck. I could get some card cover sleeves for these, and this could probably be one of my main tarot decks that I use. Besides the Wizard's Tarot, which I use for my daily cards. This is the Chariot card. Very nice. Strength. That's pretty good. This is the Hermit. And the next card's the Wheel of Fortune. You can see that there. Oh, my thumb's in the way. There you go. Now, this is Justice. Generally a card of balance. The Hanged Man. One of the most feared cards in the tarot, even though it shouldn't be. That's mostly due to Hollywood dramaticism. The Death card. Death just means that a great change is coming, but doesn't actually mean anyone's going to die. Now this one's nice. This is Temperance, the card of balance. This is a really good looking card. Another card that's misunderstood, the Devil card, usually represents a secret, a deception, a hidden surprise. The Tower. Now, the Tower can mean death, and the Tower means chaos and absolute destruction. But when having positive influence cards, its meaning can be different. You can see the girl falling off the tower there. Standard tower symbology, it's pretty good. The tower's being destroyed and the person there, you see her falling off the tower. This is the Star. That one's pretty cool, I like that. The next card coming up will be the Moon. There's the Moon card. I like the two little wolf dogs she's got there. That's really cool. Next is the Sun card. The moon can also sometimes indicate deception, or needing to see something that's hidden. This is the Sun card, glory, gain, and riches. Next we have Judgment. Often a card of balance or a decision that goes in your favor. This is the World, which sometimes represents delay. And that's all 21 cards in the Major Arcana. Next, we start with the suits. This is the Ace of Cups. The World card is pretty nice. Growth and fertility. The Cups cards usually refer to emotional states. Two of Cups being a card of someone in a relationship that's having balanced love. Very nice. The Three of Cups, a great overflowing abundance. No need to go over all the individual meanings, I suppose. There's the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups sometimes represents guilt or negative emotional feelings. Five of Cups. Sometimes lost desires. The Six of Cups. Is happiness and pleasure generally. Looks like one child getting a present. That's the Six of Cups. Something that makes you happy or joyful. Seven of Cups. Often meaning you have to make a choice between too many different things. Eight of Cups. Lost interest, walking away. Nine of Cups, everyone's favorite card. A granted wish. Ten of Cups. Represents a perfect happy family life, sometimes marriage. Page of Cups. Now the face cards usually represent people, but don't always. Then you have the Knight of Cups. That's pretty nice. There's your Queen of Cups. Now the Queen of Cups is also the box and cover art as well. There's the King of Cups. Now the suit that follows after that will be the discs. So you have the Ace of Discs. Generally means great financial wealth. The Two of Discs, which is a balance in finances, are making balanced choices and decisions. Three of Discs, of course, greater gain. Four of Discs, extreme balance. Five of Discs is sometimes worry, fear, and loss. Now, I may not tell you what all of the different cards mean while I'm going through all of this, but part of the reason for that is so that you don't get confused. You see, with the tarot and these meanings here are more like being taken with a grain of salt. The rules with tarot aren't set in stone, you see. They're more like guidelines. As you read the cards and gain more experience with them, these meanings will become more apparent to you, and their meanings can interchange depending on where the card appears on the spread and which cards appear with them, you see. So that's what makes tarot complicated, and sometimes people ask me, well, why are my readings wrong? Well, they're not wrong. Sometimes they're just a misunderstanding of sorts. And you also have to remember, in predicting the future is a sea of probability. The chance that the opposite of what you predict will always exist, though the chance of that can be smaller or greater depending on how your reading's going. That aside, the tarot are also meant to give people advice about their situations. Now, the next card is the Six of Discs. Very lovely artwork there. I really like this. You see a generous person giving beggars some coins. Symbology of the cards is very important with the tarot. In fact, there's the Seven of Discs. One of my favorite stories about the tarot is that the sages from the Library of Alexandria had a dream or premonition about the library being destroyed and created the tarot cards in order to hide the knowledge of the library inside the cards, and their scholarly apprentices could be trained to understand the symbols and unlock the secret hidden knowledge that the library once contained. There's the Eight of Discs. Prudence, sometimes great gain financially. The Nine of Discs. The artwork is very, very good. The art style is very interesting. Not particular manga style, though it is very similar. The Ten of Discs. The Ten of Discs can also be a good family life, but it represents a perfect or strong business financial gain. There's the Page of Discs. And the face cards of this, they're usually, face cards of tarot, I should say, generally represent people that will be coming into your life. If they're people of the discs, that are usually oriented to the physical world and will usually benefit you. There's the Knight of Discs. Here is our Queen of Discs. Pretty nice. Here is the King of Discs. And next we go on to the Ace of Wands. There's the Ace of Wands. So we're in the wand suit now. Now the wands generally represent fire. Cups are water. Discs are earth. And the swords generally represent air. The Two of Wands. Oh, yes. Dominion or influence over others. Three of Wands. Sometimes stability. I really do like the art on this deck. It's very colorful, very bright, very well done. Now this looks more like traditional manga art. The Four of Wands, often representative of a perfect or completed circle. That was really well done. Five of Wands generally represents energy or feelings in conflict, or having a fight or conflict with others, which is why you see them with the sticks battling each other. Six of Wands, very nice. Here's the Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands. Swift, positive communication. Very good. I like that. That's a very nice art that goes with that. The Nine of Wands represents endurance, good health, long life. The Ten of Wands can represent an intense amount of stress or being overburdened, such as a person trying to carry an overwhelming load there. The Page of Wands is a high degree of energy person. The Knight of Wands, of course. Very nice. The people of the Wands category that enter your life are generally have lots of ideas. They have a very high rate of energy. They always running 1,000,000 miles an hour. Speedy, hyper people. There's the Queen of Wands, very lovely. I like the sunflowers. That's really cool. Oh, I like the kitty in the corner here too. I have a black cat myself. His name is Mr. T. He's sitting over there. That's awesome. Queen of Wands, Black Neko, Meow. Just sitting there in the corner. Queen of Wands wins the whole deck. So you got the King of Wands. Very nice. The Ace of Swords, moving on now. Remember, the swords are air. Generally, with the Ace of Swords, it's an intense movement of energy. Two of Swords, a great peacemaking, are making peace with others. One of the more feared cards in the Swords area, the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords, with the swords through the heart, generally represents sorrow or a great sadness, sometimes being separated from someone you love. Four of Swords is peace, or rest from strife. Five of Swords is coming into conflict with others sometimes. The Six of Swords, very nice artwork, is usually representative of you taking or going on a journey, which usually means or involves traveling across water. The Seven of Swords coming up here is a futility or a lack of effort. That's a very good card there. The Eight of Swords is misdirected energy that you have there. Now, another card people don't like that are coming up represents intense pain and grief. That is the Nine of Swords. A great intensity of mental stress, your mind being overwhelmed. And then the Ten of Swords. Sometimes feeling the pain of a great loss. The artwork is really, really amazing. I know I say that a lot, but I'm very impressed by it. It's very, very nice. And then you have the Swords people. Usually people who can be wise, but can also be destructive. If they appear with positive energy, they're loyal people who will fight for you. Appearing with negative energy, they may be against you or trying to hurt you. So, that's the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is the youthful energy. The Knight of Swords would be like adolescent energy, or young man energy. The Queen of Swords would be the midlife energy. And then the King of Swords, there you go, would be the old wise person or the elder energy when you're an old person. So, with age comes wisdom, which is the format of the King card and the outcome. It's like saying you go through stages of a learning process. But anyway, I hope you guys liked seeing this new tarot deck today. This was the traditional Manga tarot. Very nice. Surprised me to learn that it's made in Italy. The artwork is very nice. Good deck. Would I recommend it? Well, let's see here. They recommend making a sacred space or an altar. Not bad. That's generally a good thing to do when you're reading tarot cards. Not something you can always do. I wouldn't recommend doing that unless you're doing tarot ritual magic, which is a different thing. Now, the cards here, they don't have lengthy expressions for what the cards mean. So if you're new to the tarot and you're a beginner, no, I would not recommend this deck. I like it, and I like its art. But if you're a beginner, it's not for you. Because the meanings aren't very extensive. They're very short. And trying to read the cards as a new person would make that difficult. Now, a good deck, if you're new to reading the tarot, would be like this one. Tarot, Initiatory Golden Dawn Tarot. The reason for that is, see they have the promo cards and all that here. And of course they have a book. And I'll show you that in a minute, so you can see the difference. Now, this one, you can see when you look at the meaning, lively activity, impetus, generosity, sudden arrival, tells you what the meaning of it is when it appears in a negative position, or reversed position. Now, reversed doesn't always mean negative. It can also mean that the card may be reversed, but that's reversed. It's just upside down. Now, it can also mean negative things if cards appear around it are also negative, such as the Three of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Then it can be considered reversed in that respect. Something important to keep in mind. Now, when you look at this, it just says Ace of Discs, precious things. Doesn't give you the negative interpretation or the reversed card meaning interpretation. Also bad, and can be confusing if you're new to tarot and you don't know or realize that cards can have reversed or negative meanings, or that their meanings can change. Good deck if you're an experienced or advanced tarot reader. Not such a good deck if you are a brand new tarot reader. And that's why we do these videos, so that you can learn about these things. Overall, pretty good deck. I like it. I like the artwork. Good deck to have in your collection. Not a good deck for new readers. Another deck that can be good is the Thoth Tarot deck, rather, from Aleister Crowley. That's used a lot. Another good tarot deck, particularly for beginners, is the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Very common. A lot of people use that one. It was one of the first decks to be printed and made internationally, I believe. To give you a good perspective there. This is the Manga Tarot. This is the Estuary Golden Dawn Tarot. You should have this one over this one if you're a beginner. Beyond that, have any deck you want. Well, that's all I have to say for today, my friends. Thanks for listening. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading.